Good afternoon and welcome to the latest issue of Print21, the weekly video news bulletin from Print21. My name is Wayne Robinson. The World Economic Forum, which meets in Davos each year, says that the printing industry will lose 20% of its workforce in the next few years. And that means it will show the fastest jobs decline of all manufacturing industries and the sixth fastest of all sectors. Printers, however, say the shedding of jobs does not correlate with a corresponding downturn, but is a clear manifestation of automation that's going on across pre-press, the press room and the bindery, which with the advent of AI and the move to the smart print shop, the smart factory, will only increase, reducing the need for labour further. The industry also points to the growing trend, particularly among smaller print shops, which of course make up the majority of the print industry, to running hybrid operations, outsourcing an increasing amount of print manufacturing, or even all of it, rather than risking their mortgage on a new press and having the associated labour, rent and overhead costs. Dr. Andreas Pleska, CEO of press manufacturing giant Koenig & Bauer, KBA as it's well known as well, will be the next chairman of Drupa 2028. In fact, he's been re-elected to the role because he held that for this year's show. Giving an insight into what the industry can expect in 3 years' time, the committee that is organising Drupa says topics of artificial intelligence, automation, sustainable printing and digital transformation continue to be centre stage and will be centre stage at Drupa 2028. Pleska will head the 16-person Drupa 2028 committee, and that's drawn from both technology developers, the exhibitors, and printers, and representatives of half a dozen German print trade associations. For the 2028 show, Drupa will look to leverage new target groups in what it says is a constantly transforming industry, and we all know that of course. And it will promote, it says, high caliber knowledge transfer. The trade show world is rapidly evolving. And at 175,000 visitors for Drupa 2024, that was 35% down on the previous 2020 and a long way from the 400,000 of the early 2000s. As the print industry contracts and consolidates, and as annual niche shows, including the likes of FESPA and Label Expo, attract increasing number of printers from those sectors. IVE has received the Food Safety Certification, FSC, the ISO 22000, for its packaging division, as it continues to expand its folding carton capabilities. Achieving this certification is a significant step for IVE Group, which acquired Melbourne-based Jackpack 2 years ago and is now building a facility at its New South Wales Silverwater site, replica facility essentially, as it seeks to build a $150 million a year folding carton business. Display print business Bannershop has closed its Australian operation and withdrawn to its Hong Kong base. That's 18 years after beginning operations on these shores. Bannershop didn't win many friends in the local print trade on its arrival here in Australia, with its early model of taking the orders here, sending them over to Hong Kong, printing the job there, flying them back here the next day, and all for a price that left local printers scratching their heads. However, local competition has ramped up significantly over the past few years, as local operators, particularly as local operators such as Easy Signs and the Quick Copy franchisees, started offering next day, or more recently in fact same day delivery or collection, and overseas printers simply can't compete with that. Display print has also of course been integrated into the operations of by large numbers of commercial printers, and that's also impacting on the Bannershop market. Registrations are now open for the Make It Happen Signage Bootcamp in Sydney. That's a full-day event presented by the Australian Sign and Graphics Association, Asga, and the Make It Happen Signage Consultancy. Those who register are set to be the first in Australia to benefit from the globally renowned, what's touted by Asga as a globally renowned program, and that will run on Monday the 19th of May at the Sydney Showground at Sydney Olympic Park, and of course that's the day before the Pack Print Trade Show exhibition will take place at the same location. The full day bootcamp, says Asga, promises to deliver new knowledge, practicality, and is aimed at both new industry participants and seasoned professionals. Women in Print Australia will host its 2025 breakfast series in 7 locations this year, with all the events taking place in the first 2 weeks of April. Tickets for the events will go on sale next week. Women in Print members, they will have exclusive early access for 48 hours before everyone else, and discounted pricing via the member hub. As always, go to print21.com.au for all these dates and all these stories in depth and more. You'll find everything there on the industry's print news website. That's it for this issue, or this episode I should say. My name is Wayne Robinson, editor of Print21, signing off for another week.